Okay guys, so I'm gonna be doing a tear down. We're gonna be putting in a new motor. So this is the motor right here. All right. Nice little 4-pole, all right, 4300 kV. Got a little happy middle right there. Okay, then we're also going to be putting in the new ESC. Okay, nice little ESC. And also, we're going to be putting in a new receiver, radio link. All right, there you go. Doesn't need a gyro. Then some metal drive shafts. That's about all we're going to be doing today. So let me go ahead and tear this down. Okay guys, so we're having a little issue. This screw right here, for some reason, no matter how many times I spin it, doesn't want to release. Oh, hold on, wait. Now, maybe I'm thinking of push a little and it'll grip. Oh, there you go. All right. Okay, so that came out. Now, I did separate the drive shafts. It's the last one right here. So I'm gonna tell you guys right now, make sure you have a little toolkit with you if you're going to be stripping these down, okay? Because you may need multiple screwdrivers and you don't want to strip your screws, okay? These are very tiny, and keep them organized and separated. Boom, last one, okay? Put all your old parts inside of a box. Keep those to the side. All right, so that's basically all stripped down. Let's go ahead and try to take this out. There we go. And it is out. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and remove this motor, and by the looks of it, now mind you, I'm winging it. I didn't look up any instructions or anything like that, so I'm pretty much just eyeballing it at this point. But yeah, we'll get it done. All right, and I'll be right back with you. All right guys, so if you're looking to take this motor apart, there's a screw here and here, okay? Now, I'm not sure if there's any other ones, but as far as I know, that's it right there, all right? So in here, and in here. Once you get this piece off, there's another screw here, here, and here, okay? Yeah, because that's locked in there. So it's a lot of screws. Just remember where you take them apart from. All right, guys, so we got that apart. Just make sure you either record the video or, I don't know, just figure out how you're going to keep track of your screws and also the placement of your gears. So make sure you get a full all-around view. But these two screws, I'm pretty sure there's one under here as well. But this screw releases the motor, okay? That way, we can replace it with the brushless motor, all right? It's a lot of work, but if you want to get it done, you're going to get it done, all right? Okay, so now to get this off, we're going to go ahead and heat it up and then slide it up, all right? So Okay, so that was very difficult to get back in. Yeah, let's just hope everything works out, right? All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and lock it up and then we'll get back to the video. Okay, so we have it all back in there. Everything's locked in. And now we're going to place it back in and add these drive shafts, okay? Okay, so now we're going to add the drive shafts. All right. Let's go ahead and do this thing. See what we got in the bag. Whoa. Okay, so it looks like we're going to be using these guys instead of the stock screws. Okay, so these are the stock screws. Right here, we'll be using Allen key links. All right, so that's what it comes with. That's what we're gonna use, but we're also going to be using a little bit of Loctite. That's right, guys. All right, so let me go ahead and put this in high gear. All right, guys, so before I actually put this on, I want to zoom in on something and show you guys something, all right? Because there's a lot of people new to this like I am, and I want everybody to be aware of certain things. So right here on this part where it goes, right, there is a flat end and a round end. Let me try to focus in on it more. It's gonna focus, but I'll try. Here, let me turn some more light on. Let's see if that'll work. So if you can tell, there's a flat end. You want that flat end straight up, and you see that little circle right there? All right. That's where this has to mount to, okay? Because the grub screw will go inside there and latch onto that, okay? Giving you a better overall grip and no slippage. Okay, so the same thing will apply for this part right here. So since I don't have it lined up, I'll go ahead and get my needle nose pliers, and we're going to turn the shaft in order to get to it. If I can turn it. And you're gonna get frustrated, guys. Just stick in there. I mean, these parts are very small, and this is new to me, so as you can tell, I'm really trying to wrap my head around how tiny this thing actually is. But we're getting there. All right, now I could be doing certain things wrong, I'm not sure, but we're getting it done, right? Let me go ahead and figure this out. But you are gonna look for the flat side on this, and this, all right? Okay, so after all of that, we have it done. I'm gonna go ahead and put all of my extra screws, because they do come with a, I think it's 4, I'm not too sure. Yeah, it's actually 4 extra ones. So I guess if you lose them, you have them. Then I'll go ahead and put my other screws back in here. All right. And like I said, guys, you want to stay organized. And this tool didn't work out so good. I mean, it works, but it's hard to hold. So that's why I recommend getting a little tool set, something like this, in order to, you know, mess around with this card, because at least you have options, all right? And it's a lot easier to hold something this small and twist it than it is that Allen key. The Allen key was horrible to hold. It's a nightmare. I had to use tweezers and everything. So yeah, let me tighten this up and get back to the video. All right, guys, so we're gonna talk about a few things, all right? So this manual basically shows you nothing, all right? Just shows you where to put the car accessories. It goes forward, backwards, charging, and yeah, you know, simple stuff. It doesn't show you anything on how to repair or build this. This side is in Chinese. This is in English. So it's pretty much useless. I mean, it's not useless, but it has no good information that will help you redesign your car, all right? So you're gonna pretty much have to wing it or find YouTube videos on how to do it, if you can find any, okay? I had a rough time, couldn't find anything, that's why I winged it. So back to my point, this was the old system. This is where it went. It plugged in right here, sideways, and yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and put that to the side. This, however, is the ESC, so we're going to have to find somewhere to mount this. All right, it's 25 amps. Yeah. Oh, here we go. So it is 25 amps. It's a 2S. And also we have our radio link receiver. So we're gonna have to try and cram all of this in here. And also, since we have the lights, I have to make sure that I'm able to still use the lights, which we'll get to that in another video. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually set everything through here. That way, I'll know where exactly I can mount and put everything, okay? So we're gonna set it up here as if it was connected. Just make sure it's right. Let's put these wires through. All right, this is the best way I figured to do it. So, I mean, if you got other ways, well, good, you know? But yeah, I just wanna make sure everything is tucked away inside there nicely. Okay, so pull that more. Let's go ahead and once I feel it latch in there, I know it's good. Let's hold it upside down. Make sure that it's actually going to be placed where it needs to be. Okay. So yeah, we're going to have to, now I'm not sure why this is like that. Should actually be up further. Now, oh, you know what? I actually have to reverse these the opposite way. I wasn't aware that this side goes to this side. You see how those lines doesn't match? So yeah, we're gonna take it apart, take this piece off and put it on this side and reverse it. So that's a nice little detail to pay attention to if you're working on this. Like I said, I'm going through the mistakes so that you don't have to, okay? So check it out. Got it all in there. Let's put back together on both sides. All right. So yeah, I have to just pay close attention to putting this back on there. And also, we're going to put the wires through to make sure everything fits properly. All right. All right. Let's go ahead and pull that. Oh, that's perfect. That actually worked out great. Pull that there. Let's go ahead and lift it. Let's make sure. Yeah, see? Now it's lined up perfectly. All right, so that's good. And we'll go ahead and plug that back in. I mean, not plug it in, you know what I mean. Let me go ahead and screw it back in. Now, I'm not sure if, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and screw that in first. And, matter of fact, no, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna make sure the placement works. So, let's say I have this hooked up. I'm gonna go ahead and hook this up, okay? Huh? Okay, so, it's not a big issue because this is brushless, but I just wanted to point something out. So, you can tell we got the yellow, orange, and blue. And on here, we have black, yellow, and red. So what I'm just gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and hook them up as close to their colors as possible. Okay, so we're gonna use the blue and the black. Then we're gonna go ahead and use the orange and the red. Now, you know what? Screw it. It's gonna be mismatched, but whatever. I'll go ahead and put some heat shrink on here later once I have it all simplified. So, okay. We'll go ahead and put that. Put this. And also, if you gotta reverse anything, you could do it by your controller or by switching two of these, okay? So let's see. How can we stuff all of this in here? And will it fit? I actually want this really neat. So this is the power connection right here. So I'm gonna end up soldering a connection to this so that we can connect it to this. But first, let me move all of these wires out the way and see how this will look, or how it can actually fit in here. All right, so yeah, that'll go in there like so. This is for the servo, and then this will go down in here. Let me probably run it this way. Yeah, we'll run it that way, and that'll go under there. So yeah, let's just go ahead and do that. I just want to put everything in here for now. So like I said, I want to see how it's going to actually fit. And as far as the receiver, take this out. Okay, this is kind of overkill, but with the radio link controller, I'll have a lot of distance, which I like the FPV. And also I have a lot more control over my vehicle. And this also has a telemetry, which I like to keep up with the, see how much voltage I have on my battery. So for the receiver, I might even mount this in the back somewhere. Let's see how long this cable actually is, because I can always get cable extensions and run this down towards the back area. And yeah, so that's not that important. All right, now let's put the body on and see how this all will fit in there. Come on. It's all about making sure it can fit underneath the hood, you know? Let's open this up. Oh, that popped out. Come on. Really? Really? Oh, it's the lights. Okay. Let's see how that'll actually go. So yeah, that would work. Okay. It'll fit underneath there. Okay, so what I'm going to have to do is, first, I'm going to have to connect the power source to this, get everything put inside. Also get an extension for the servo to actually run underneath the car back here to where the receiver will be. All right, once I think I have enough room inside here to fit the receiver, because I actually want the antennas to come up on either side of the car out of the hood. So I'm not sure where I'll have it come out of, but maybe here and here, or even in the back, but we'll see. But either way, I have to hook this up first, get everything mounted in there, and get everything actually flushed, okay, in order to mount the body. So let me go ahead and do that, and I'll be right back with you. Okay, guys, so it's gonna be a tough fit to get all of these wires. I am gonna have to extend them. And also, this is where I put the on and off switch. I removed the little stick shifter and the seat and the top of the roof right here, plus the windows. Here's the 4 screws. That way I have easy access plus airflow. I did accidentally scratch the back window, but I was gonna tint those anyway, so you won't see that. But yeah, so this is how it looks on the inside where the off and on button is. Now I could go one step further and glue the stick shift right to this, all right? That way you don't even notice it But yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I think it looks all right like that. And this is where I'll place the gimbal at. So let me go ahead and put this together. I am taking my time. This is about 2 days later since the last clip. So if I don't finish it today, I will finish it soon. Peace. Okay, so I will be able to manage to get this all in there. And I have it running right underneath here. I know it's a little dark, but it's a little spot right underneath the dashboard that you can actually get into. And same on this side. Now this is powering the lights, okay? This is the servo and this is for the motor, okay? The ESC. So that's all gonna be running back here where I'm planning to actually mount the antenna and also the Cadex Walk Snail VTX, okay? So I'm gonna mount everything in first and then we'll go ahead from there. All right, guys, so this is how I have it. It's not locked in or anything like that. So what I'm planning on doing is soft mounting it on top of these styrofoam pieces I cut out right there. This is just me getting the placement, making sure that everything would be accurate, you know, or just correct. I would like to have a good point of view whilst I'm inside the car. And also to be able to see the steering wheel. So yeah, I do have to take my time and mount it correctly. And you know, I want to make sure when I turn, I'm not hitting anything and my vision isn't obscured. Okay, so as far as the VTX, I'll have that mounted back here with a fan that'll be located here, and I also have the other fan that I'll be adding in as well. So I have this fan right here that'll be going on the top so that it can ventilate the heat out of the cabin of the vehicle. So I'm trying to really figure out the wiring and placement as best I can. I want to have everything tucked away. That way the vehicle can retain its original look, other than the stick shift that I pulled off. But like I said, you know, I can always paint this black down here and find a way to actually mount the stick shift back on there so that it actually has a purpose. So I was thinking about gutting it. Here, let me try to, I was thinking about gutting this a little bit more so that it fits onto the, let me focus in on that so that it can actually fit directly over it. And I think that will be actually really cool to be able to turn it on and off with the stick shift. I even thought about getting a little servo. I have one laying around somewhere because the steering wheel turns, and adding a Y connection and hooking up a servo underneath here, right behind there, so that the steering wheel can actually turn as well. Now, I thought about a hoodie, putting a hoodie on this to make it look like someone is actually in there. But then again, I'm not gonna go to that extreme. I'll add someone. Hold on. Oh, Annabelle, my little scientist. Say hi, Annabelle. Okay. Yeah, so, I mean, I got a whole mess up here working with heat shrink and all of this other stuff. Instead of this lighter, I actually got something pretty cool. Where is it? Crap. Oh, it's right here in front of my face. I haven't used it yet, but it's a little heat gun. I got it off of Amazon. So, yeah, let's take it out. Let's see what this thing looks like. It came with a ton of heat shrink as well. So, yeah. This way I can keep all the wires nice and neat and organized, you know. But yeah, So that's pretty much where I'm at. And like I said, guys, I'm gonna be using this right here, Radio Link RAF. And this is for long range because I'm planning on driving this thing long range, okay? Now, as far as the motor, that's in there pretty secure. There's a little bit of 3M double-sided tape to stick that down. The wires I had to actually extend. And as far as the battery goes, I'm not too sure how I'm gonna do this. I know I am gonna have to increase the shocks on this a little stiffer. I'm gonna have to definitely make them stiffer because I don't think it's going to be able to handle the amount of weight that's going to go in here. And what I mean by weight, I mean it's going to have another battery for the VTX. It's going to have 2 fans plus the gimbal, and it doesn't seem like a lot of weight, but it is for this car or for this truck. So I did have other LED lights, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna pop those on as of now. So we'll stick with the front headlights, and yeah, you know, and we'll get to it. I mean, I still might add those other lights on there, but it's a lot of wiring, guys. Come on, cut me some break, man. You know, like I said, I still don't know how this is all going to tie in because, like I said, I want to make sure that when I put this in there, the camera and the gimbal, or the gimbal needs to be able to see past these right here, you know. So I have to figure out placement as far as where I'm going to stick this. I don't want it too close because I want to be able to see this steering wheel. So maybe I'll have to limit myself, you know, to where I'm actually gonna put it. Maybe I need to just accept the fact that this is the perfect spot, because if you look, here's the headrest on there. I mean, I can see someone actually setting up about this far, you know, and looking down if they're really tall. But I have to also make sure I'm able to look up too. So yeah, I'm not too sure. As of right now, this is the plan. I may lower it a little bit, but I want to be able to see over the vehicle as I'm inside of it. And I know that setting it down any lower, I may lose that visibility. But as of right now, this is where we are.